Get the hell out of my house!
Okay. That's enough. Now, you listen up to me, Vickers.
Buchanan. It's Buchanan, bro. Your short-term memory is slipping you, Clint. It's Buchanan. David Buchanan.
Hey, guys. I'm from school.
Hi, honey.
What's going on? Aren't fur jackets a little uncool?
If you think my jacket's uncool, you're really gonna hate my new bathrobe. Hey, you can start calling me Uncle David now.
And I'm Aunt Dorian.
What?
Isn't it wonderful? You and Star are cousins.
Wait, Star's not my cousin.
No. Au contraire. You see, your family is a bit more extended than any of us ever suspected. So Blair and Star, and the two boys, and Langston and Addie, of course, will be living under this roof.
Wait, here with us?
Malheureusement, your half of the family will be living elsewhere.
What? Mom? Dad?
No, son, look, as it turns out, David Vickers...
It's Buchanan. I'm your dad's brother. That makes me your Uncle Dave, kiddo.
No way.
Yes, way.
Wait. But Jared was supposed to be your brother, too. And it turns out he wasn't.
But we're certain this time.
Okay, you know what? Zip it. Zippy. Honey, I know that this is probably very confusing. Your grandpa?
Yeah, Grandpa gave us this house. Why do we have to move out?
We don't.
Matthew, we're gonna take care of it. We already have lawyers working on it.
Except that we already have marshals outside ready to evict you in an hour.
Honey, you know what? This is probably one of those times where it'd be best if you went upstairs to your room and let the grown-ups deal with this.
Our last house burned down in a fire. And now I'm just supposed to go upstairs and wait to get thrown out of this one?
Are you happy now, Dorian? You've upset a child.
I would hurry up if I were you, Nora, or else the child is going to be even more upset when he sees you carried bodily out of this house. It will be devastating for him and rather undignified.
You watch out for your own dignity, you You gold digger!
All right. So, this whole Buddhist conversion thing, it was just an act, right? Act where you renounce all worldly goods and then we put our guard down and you swoop in for the kill, huh?
I was doing my best to change, Clint. And as much as I enjoyed drinking tea and wearing orange, Dorian showed me my deeper calling. To run Buchanan Enterprises and claim the gifts of my birthright.
Let's just turn it down a notch, shall we, Vickers?
It's Buchanan, bro.
No, I'm sorry. I can't get used to that we're family. And, you know, families, at the end of the day, they stick together and they help each other out.
And with all due respect, sir, you may find it difficult to distinguish between a balance sheet and a satin bed sheet. Buchanan Enterprises business affairs are highly complicated.
The last thing we want to happen is for you to burn through your inheritance. You know, in this kind of economy, it's amazing how much money you can lose so fast if you don't ask for help.
My big brother's help, right?
You got it.
Yeah, maybe you got a point. Pa's empire is way too big for me to run all by myself.
It sure is. So why don't we all act as brothers and we can make this empire thrive?
I gotta say, one of the greatest things about us Buchanans, we can be mighty generous when we want to. Nah, Clint, I can't ask you to do that. It's very generous of you, but you've got enough on your plate.
Indeed. I hear looking for a new home can be a full-time job. I just hope you all have a good credit rating.
Yeah, you save your energy. The lovely Mrs. Buchanan will be my compass in Pa's vast empire.
Well, just be careful she doesn't guide you into a ditch and then leave you there to rot.
I beg your pardon.
You know, if it wasn't for Dorian and Beaver Calhoun, I wouldn't even know that I was Ace's son. My loving blood brothers certainly weren't going to say a word, right?
No, the fact is, we did all we could to find you. We wanted to share the good news with you.
He was wandering around in sandals and saffron robes, and you couldn't find him? You just might rethink that whole police commissioner thing.
Oh, no, let's not go there, okay? Because there's no sense in rehashing ancient history, is there? And who knows, there may be room for us to learn some of this Zen Buddhism stuff from you.
I don't think so. This family has already rained on my spiritually enlightened parade. You know, when I found out that Pa didn't love me enough to accept me as his true son during his lifetime, that was an unbelievable blow. But then to find out that my own brothers didn't want me, that can test a person's faith. But I'll tell you something, I'm stronger than that. I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm going to let these petty squabbles about the family, I'm going to let them slide. And for once in my life, I'm going to look out for myself.
For once? You gotta be kidding me.
You know what? If you had all been a lot nicer to me, maybe we could have been one big happy family. But it's too late for that, my estranged brethren. Much, much too late.
Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
Simply outrageous. You waltz yourselves in here, and you tell us that you want us to get out of a home that Asa wanted us to live in forever.
Okay, it's okay, Renee. See, the deed still has my name on it.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And even if you do throw us out, we'll live in the Palace Hotel, and then we'll make sure that our lawyers give you the boot.
Oh, Nora, I'm really surprised that you didn't read the codicil to Asa's will more carefully. I thought you were a smarter lawyer than that. Because you see, it says very clearly that all the bequests in Asa's will are to immediately go to David. That means this house.
Hold on. Asa wanted Renee and Matthew, his wife and his grandson, to be able to live in this house forever.
I'm sorry, Renee. It's just Asa wasn't in his right mind when he wrote that first will.
He most certainly was. He let us know what he thought in the DVD that he left us.
Good, Nora. Take a close look this time. I highlighted the pertinent information so that you don't miss it this time.
She's right.
Excuse me. Renee, I know how difficult this must be for you. I know the feeling. I had the same feeling every time you refused me a room or told me that you were completely booked up when you weren't. Or that time you told me my credit card had been denied and with that little smile said, maybe you should try one of Dorian's. You made me feel like nothing but a gigolo.
If the tassel loafer fits.
You just can't stop, can you? It'll never end. Even though you know for a fact that I'm Ace's son. Because if I thought that you could stop, I would be giving you all a suite at the Palace Hotel. Oh, because that's mine too, by the way. And too bad for you, we'll be booked for the rest of your lives.
No worries. Perhaps they have room at the Angel Square Hotel. I understand all the best people stay there. You know, David, there are really some beautiful objets in this house. Perhaps, darling, we better keep an eye on them so they don't stick any precious little items into their suitcases.
Oh, is this really necessary?
Absolutely. After the way I was blackmailed out of BE.
After you stole it out from under us?
And it's giving me great joy to take it back. I'm really going to love living in this house.
And the stables. Don't forget the stables.
Of course.
Addie still has rodeo riding on her list.
Start packing, everyone. Except for you, Nigel. I'm sure you'll be happy to know that David and I would like you to stay on as our butler.